What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Detroit Love, with another video. Today we're going to take a quick look at my boy Spider-Man. Made some final changes to the machine. Need some recommendations from you for an issue I'm having. So it's a real quick video. Need your help. Make sure you comment. Make sure you like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Let's check it out. Well, just an update. I know you guys are all fiending for some pinball. Just wanted to show off Spidey here. And previously it was just sitting up there, and I hadn't really permanently put him up. But you know, my motto for modding is always use what you got. So I don't know if you guys ever get these in high school or college games, these little knocking sticks, and you bang them together and they have lights. Have a little plug in here with a push button light. So I just used that. So this is actually a bank. So you can see here on the back slot, you can put some money in there if you want to save up, but it's a nice feature to the table. I don't know if you guys remember it. If I can not crash into anything. And Spider-Man's a theme. So this is a bank, and you know the bank has a twist on bottom. So all I did was screw that. Hello, Spidey, slow down, man. You trying to get away from me. That is not how my abs looked in the costume, so don't even mention it, okay? So I just using these lights here. So that just sits in there. It has a push button off, so when I don't need it on, I'll just take that off. But you see, I just screwed in. This is the cap on the bank. Just screw that in, and then you see the holes line up with those two tabs on the left and right. And you just line it up. Get a feel for it visually. You see, so it's about like that. Once I do it a few times, I'll get the neck of it, and then you just twist it and lock it in, so it's not going anywhere, you know. So that's a nice touch to be able to put this light in here, and I could put a little Velcro or something on there, but it's not necessary because when it's in there, and it's got a couple of different modes. It's either solid, off. Now, it looked like that third light is not working. But I have these things, I get these like every year for some type of event. So I'll just collect them and I'll keep them. When the battery dies, I'll just slip it back out. But that I can just stick in there, don't matter how it is. If I can remember how this goes. His butt's got to be pointed to me or something like that before it locks in. Guess I should have looked before I started, huh? Anyway. Alright. So once it's locked in, now I got this bright light on. Let me turn that light off again. It's just a nice little effect that he'll blink, depending on which setting you have it on. So when you're playing a game, this is one of my favorites, aside from the Spider-Man table. It's just nice to have Spidey up there showing off them abs, man. But I am really, really enjoying this table, or this cabinet by Toyshock, modified for the Spider-Man theme. There's some things like my decal is sort of pilling. It curls up on the bottom here sometimes. So I'm going to have to do something with those ends. Most of the rest of it is fine. It's just, in this side is the worst over here. I don't know if you can see that curling out a little bit there. But if I go through, it's good. So I'm just waiting until I have to open this up. Because I know my screen is shifted a little bit, and I need to fix that. So once I go back in here, I think I'm just going to take some box tape and put a very thin edge on the top of this. There's probably some adhesive I can use. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know what you think the best way to fix that edge. Because I started to have it a little longer, and so that when this top is on, it'll sort of pinch it in, but I thought that would be more of a problem. So if you guys have any recommendations, please list it in the comments what your thoughts are for resolving this curling edge here. But man, I'm enjoying the game. You know, the headaches that come with this type of solution versus a commercial solution like you know, the stock cabinet or the one that Arcade 1-Up may come out with. You know, once those games are in there, they play fine and no problem. Most of the games in here play just fine. Out of the 200 tables, I have some hidden, but I have some issues with some, and I just don't play them. And I need to hide them from my list so there's not a issue there. So 193 tables. Some of the Ultra DMD stuff just stops working, and I have nothing's changed on the table. There's no reason why they should stop working, but tables just stop working. The ones that work. Those that use that Ultra DMD just stop working for some reason. So that's a little frustrating. Also, my Arcade FX3, the FX3 tables, I had them launching from this Pinball X with no problem. Then all of a sudden that stopped working. So it's frustrating. I know I loaded up Steam the other day, and it asked me, it said that the version locally and the version in the cloud were different, and which way should I transfer down or load upward, upload or download it, and I picked download. I should have said upload. So I erased all my buttons on the FX3 and even erased the fact that it had cabinet mode, and I had to put that code back in. So those type of headaches that come with, you know, modding these things and adding more tables. But out of this 193, let's say 183 works perfectly fine. I think that's well worth the price of admission. But this table is tons of fun. I'm enjoying it. I still play these things, but I mentioned in a couple of videos of being an arcade owner, even though some will argue whether these are real arcade cabinets or yada yada yada, but the ownership and the responsibility comes with that, whether they're 3/4 size or full size. This guy, I had him set up to hit the switch and everything goes off, but I don't know if there's some type of short, and it seems to be with the actual program, because since I've turned that off, this thing has not gone off. So I just disabled the script that makes it go off. So I don't know if there's a short in the wire from this switch to the Pi, and it just was acting crazy. So I just disabled this, so this is not doing anything right now. I gotta tighten up this joystick. So you know, it's work when you're an arcade owner, right? This switch, I was in there fiddling around with something, and I broke the wire, so now I'm gonna have to solder. I have a solder kit somewhere that I've never soldered anything in my life. So I'll have to solder that wire back on, and if I'm going to do that, I'm going to make it longer so I don't have that issue. I'll make this one longer as well. But, you know, just to update, you know, I'm enjoying these cabinets. I even broke the light on this thing, because I would take these, and they would travel with me, and I would go to parties and bring them. And so I'll lift off this riser, and so at some point in time, I smashed the wire that controls the light on that. So that's not working, but I got plenty of substitutes. You know, these are just white, whereas the one that came from Tulsa Arcade has a remote and pulsates through different colors, but I never really changed it. So I may just plug one of these guys in, call it a day, and have that ability to turn that light on. And that'll be great once I get my second relay switch. I did get the replacement part from Digital Loggers. They did mail it to me. They actually mailed me two. So I have an extra one here, and that works fine. So it's just a matter of getting this switch to work again by soldering it so that when I flick it off, it turns off the marquee, the riser, the coin box, the speaker up here, right? You know, everything in one switch. So, you know, all this stuff takes time, and luckily I don't have paying customers that's bugging me about the machines not working right. It's just the family here, and they have more patience than customers, right? So that's supposed to be a quick update, but now we're at 10 minutes. So, hey guys, I appreciate you as always tuning in to the videos. Let me know what type of things you guys want to see. You guys want to see some gameplay. Me and P-Dub's been doing gameplay on the regular arcades because these arcades have thousands and thousands of games. I have mine reduced to 75 games at my favorites because I use kit mode. But there's so many games on here. I don't know what the total is on this one. Yeah, there it is. 2,100 games on this thing. But I typically have it in kit mode, and you don't have to see all that. You know, it's one thing to have all these games. It's another thing to play the actual games, right? So there we are. Huh, I still didn't do it. So we encourage playing the actual games. So I want to say yes. I keep backing up. There we go. Yes. There we go. Goodness gracious. If I'm not looking at the buttons, I'm not going to get it right. So I have this reduced to look like 80 games, 60 games. That thing is so terrible to see. It says 43 games. So the whole point is we want you playing the games that are available, not just having them in here on showcase, right? So if you hadn't checked out our game of the week, just search in the videos. We have game of the week Popeye, which is this week, and last week was Elevator Action. Before that was RoboCop, and during the live show tomorrow, make sure you tune in 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a YouTube link. I'll post it on this link as well, on this video as well, but it's going to be a great show. So you guys definitely want to tune into that. We're going to make this a regular occurrence every Sunday. Still working out the exact times, because we're in different time zones. And so we enjoy you guys tuning in live and watching it. But someone's going to win a $25 gift card for Amazon from either me or P-Dubs, whoever loses, whoever has the lowest high score in Popeye. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. But just want to give you an update on the modded Toyshock arcade cabinet. Tons of fun. You can see the size of how it is next to the arcade one up. It's the perfect size. Blends right in with the 3/4 size. I had my buddy over. He's like probably 6'3". It was a little short for him, but that's what the stool was for. So he sat on the stool and had a ball with it. All right, guys. That's going to do it. Until next time, guys, I'll see you on the web.